Today, we're diving into a mysterious realm that has fascinated human minds for centuries: the Nephilim. Greetings and much respect to all our dear viewers of the Puzzle Fact channel. We're back with another episode of Puzzle Fact, and we hope this one captures your interest just as much, if not more, than the previous ones. As always, let me introduce myself at the start of the clip. I'm Mehrad, and this is Puzzle Fact. Here on our channel, we try to question the beliefs we've been taught since childhood, both directly and indirectly. We aim to uncover new and genuine meanings hidden behind what might have been a simulated version of reality, guiding ourselves toward the truth. If you have friends interested in these kinds of topics, make sure to introduce them to Puzzle Fact. And if you enjoy this video, don't forget to like it. We'd also love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Now, let's get into this episode of Puzzle Fact. The Nephilim. The Nephilim, being some considered to be gigantic giants, and others believed to be the offspring of gods and humans. What exactly made these beings so unique? Did they really exist, or are they just stories meant to scare us? And more importantly, is there still any trace of them left in today's world? If you're ready, join me as we dig deeper into the mystery. In Hebrew lexicon, the word Nephilim means those who cause others to fall, or the fallen ones, or even giants. These mysterious mythological beings or people are mentioned in the books of Genesis and Numbers, part of the Hebrew Bible known as the Tanakh. The first and most prominent reference comes from Genesis 6 verse 4, which says, "The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them. They were the heroes of old, men of renown." This raises the question, who exactly are these sons of God? According to other parts of the Bible, like the book of Job, the term sons of God refers to angels. So one theory suggests that these were fallen angels who, driven by lust, mated with human women, producing abnormal, giant offspring, the Nephilim. So far, it seems that the Nephilim were human-like in form, but far larger in size. It said these rebellious angels crossed boundaries set by God, and as punishment, were bound in chains and imprisoned in the underworld. Let's look further into the scriptures that reference this. They are held in darkness, bound with everlasting chains for judgment on the great day. Another theory claims the story refers not to angels and humans, but to the intermarriage between believers and non-believers. However, this view is less widely accepted, with the first theory being more consistent with biblical texts. The spread of sin, the union of humans and angels, and the birth of the Nephilim are all said to have led to divine punishment in the form of a massive flood. And yes, that's the same flood described in the story of Noah. The flood wiped them all out, except for a few who later settled in Canaan, only to be defeated by Joshua, son of Nun. Interestingly, Goliath, the giant warrior defeated by young David, is believed to be one of the remaining Nephilim. Goliath was a Philistine warrior of great size and strength, but despite his might, he was defeated by David, a small and faithful shepherd. The book of Numbers even mentions that when Israelite spies entered Canaan, they reported seeing giants believed to be Nephilim. Goliath was said to be one of their descendants. Returning to our main topic, Jewish and Christian commentaries suggest the Nephilim brought destruction upon the earth. Genesis tells us the world was filled with wickedness and violence, which led to the Great Flood. But what exactly does this corruption mean? The book of Enoch gives us deeper insight. The The fallen angels taught their offspring, the Nephilim, forbidden knowledge such as weapon making, sorcery, and dark sciences. With their unnatural powers, they led humanity astray and corrupted the earth. The situation was so dire that Genesis says, "The earth was corrupt in God's sight and full of violence." Across different mythologies, Nephilim-like beings appear in similar forms, like giants, demons, or monstrous creatures. In ancient Persian mythology, we see comparable figures like the Divs and massive monsters that echo similar tales. About 50 years ago, archaeologists discovered ancient scrolls over 2,000 years old, known as the Dead Sea Scrolls or the Qumran Cave Scrolls. Written mostly in Hebrew, parts of them recount the story and downfall of the Nephilim. Enoch, a central figure in Jewish mythology and apocryphal texts, was the seventh generation from Adam and a prophet. He played a key role in the story of the fallen angels and the Nephilim. God tasked Enoch with warning these angels of their dark fate and impending judgment. The message was clear. The Nephilim would be destroyed because of their violence and corruption. These fallen angels, who had abandoned their divine mission, would be cast into Tartarus, a realm darker and more terrifying than the land of the dead. And through a great flood, God would cleanse the earth and restore divine order. Hollywood has also touched on this topic, directly or indirectly, portraying relationships between humans and angels and the mysterious offspring they bore. So that was another mysterious topic, one that's become legendary over time. But what do you think? Do you believe this could be true? Or does your logic and reasoning tell you it's just a myth, fantasy, and fiction? Either way, it's important to challenge our minds and seek the truth and meaning without fear. Let's remind ourselves once again, life is not just about eating, sleeping, getting married, working, having children, and then dying. There are deeper, more fascinating meanings to life that, unfortunately, haven't been passed down to us for generations. And we're left with confusion and unanswered questions. So, until the next episode, take care and goodbye for now.